All right, welcome back to Cooking a la Quarantine. I'm Jason, and we're going to make a blueberry barbecue sauce. I know what some of you are thinking. What in the world would you use a blueberry barbecue sauce for? Well, I'm on this thing that's CookVid19, and there was a guy on there, his name's Zach Walker, and he did this blueberry sauce on chicken wings, and I thought that would be pretty neat to put on chicken or pork. You know, I don't know about beef, but arms and picked a whole bunch of blueberries, and I told Joe and Sarah that I would make um, some blueberry sauce if it turned out okay. So here's what we've got. According to his recipe here, 2 cups of blueberries, 3/4 of a cup of ketchup, apple cider vinegar, which I've got back here, brown sugar, molasses, chili powder, black pepper, and spice and heat as you want. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to mix all this stuff together and then cook it down, and then I'm going to put it in the food processor or the blender, whichever one I can find first, and emulsify it. Basically make it a big liquid. So here's what I did. I made a peach cobbler earlier, and I made like a peach cobbler reduction whatever, so I'm going to use the same thing. And there's a little bit of the sugary stuff in there. I figured it's a little flavor. So I've got my banana peppers out of my garden. I've got blueberries. Ooh, I gotta go get another one of these because that's not opened. Some chili powder and some molasses. Not only does this taste good, but it also gives it a nice color to it. 3/4 of a cup of ketchup. Mom, I hope you're watching because I've probably not done this in forever. I don't know why I don't like ketchup. I like everything else. I slice up tomatoes, whatever. And some good old North Carolina, Texas Pete. We'll add that. And then I got to get the brown sugar and the half a cup of apple cider vinegar. So I've got this. It's about a half cup, maybe a little more. I'll be right back because I got to get the brown sugar. Whoop. A little bit more brown sugar than I thought. And some black pepper. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook this down until it gets really liquidy. Alright, so I've got my Secret Service mic on here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. About to emulsify this. That's the consistency of the barbecue sauce. Hey guys, so my blueberry barbecue sauce with Fubar Farms blueberries. What I've got, you see the consistency there. It's still a little bit like berries. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock and load. And hopefully not make a big 80s mess like Uncle Buck or something. But I think, I think that would work really well with pork or chicken. All right, now, let's see. If we only had smell-o-vision like in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. No, it needs to go a little bit more, but I think it'll be good. And we'll put it in a squeeze bottle and squeeze some of that goodness onto some pork or chicken. I'm going to go down to David Young's place on Saturday. Maybe I'll pick up some chicken or some turkey. So I started mixing this up, and because of technical difficulties, I'm going to have to walk you through this. Look, even the dogs approve of this one. So we're mixing it up. Oh, there are the dogs again. Mixing it up, mixing it up. Watch dogs. All right, I think we're ready. Oh, it looks like it. Actually, it's a lot thicker than I thought it was, but we'll get through it, and we're going to put it in some jars or squeeze bottles or whatever you want to call it. So here we are pouring it in, putting it in a squeeze bottle, and I find funnels work really, really well when it comes to this stuff. A lot less mess. Hey, and welcome to another edition of Cooking All at Quarantine. I'm Jason, and today we're going to do something absolutely batty nuts. I'm going to make some pancakes for dinner, but that's not the crazy part. I'm going to put jalapenos and... Alright, so basically what I'm doing here is I'm talking about what we're going to make, which is a scallion pancake with pulled pork and topped with our blueberry barbecue sauce. What is blueberry barbecue sauce? That was the first part of the video. And right there is the blueberry barbecue sauce. So let's get ready to take a little journey and go through with that, and we'll see how it turns out. Well, guys, here we are again with our technical difficulties. Don't take any mind to my face. That's what happens when you trip over a dog bed and hit a brick wall. So here we're talking about our new local beer here. It's called Duck Rabbit's Milk Stout. And that stuff's pretty good. It's out of Farmville. And, of course, I'm putting it in my Bigfoot koozie. Do you believe? I believe. The koozie believes. So here we are going through getting the batter ready. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's the pulled pork. This was out of the big freezer. This was a pulled pork I did maybe 2 months ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to dump that in and put it in a coated cast iron. I love my cast iron. That's the best stuff ever. So we're going to squirt a whole bunch of blueberry stuff in it. All that stuff from Fubar Farms. I really appreciate it, Joe and Sarah, and I'll drop off the stuff in a couple of days, but squirt some of that in there, do the weird pullover, and off to the cooktop we go. Run, run, run. I'm a lot cooler in real life, I think. So that's cooking. Now we're going to put together the pancake. I might take some beer. No beer. So right here, I'm going to add 1 cup of the pancake mix and 2/3 a cup of hot water. That's out of the cooler, so who knows? I sometimes I use the hot water as a shortcut. I'm sure I'm saying something very interesting right now, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to add one jalapeno, one big chunk of garlic, and some scallion, both the green part and the white part. I mixed it together. Sometimes you put the green part on top for garnish, but I don't do stuff like that. But now we're going to mix it up in the big KitchenAid mixer. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to make pancakes. And I've never been very good at this, but I've got the pork going in the back, just heating it up, and it's kind of turning blueberry ish, which was kind of neat. But what I decided to do after this, instead of using a little spatula, was to use a big ladle. It was about the same size of the spatula, to be honest. But basically, you cook that in a cast iron when it gets really hot, and once it bubbles and solidifies, that's when you flip it over. Now, one thing I did do here is I added some fresh blueberries and some Parmesan cheese to make sure it goes extra crusty, because you know my wife loves crusty cheese. It's like a watch pot never boils, trying to make sure that this thing turns out right and it doesn't end up like my grilled cheese, soft on one side and burned to a crisp on the other side. I made my first successful pancake in a long time. So now I'm going to make a bunch more and put them together, and we'll make some yummy goodness. So right here, we're putting it together. I've got my pancake. I'm going to put some pulled pork with the barbecue sauce on it. I'm going to put that on top. We're going to make it like a Big Mac. Put another layer of pancake on top of that. And some more pulled pork. Got to test it out and try it. This is a real interesting take on something. And it didn't taste sweet like a pancake. It tasted like a scallion pancake. Now the only problem I had with this is the blueberries. And I got that everywhere, as you can see. But boy, did it taste good. So we stacked it up. Now we're getting ready to drown it in some of that blueberry barbecue sauce. I'm trying to be as artsy and fartsy as I possibly can. I think I'm failing miserably, but you know what? Do the best I can with what I got. Now it's time to test it out and try it. Cutting it up and up. There it goes. In. And actually, this was very good. I will be doing this again. I know it sounds weird. Pancakes and blueberry barbecue sauce with pulled pork, but it was very excellent. You need to try that. And that pulled pork really made the flavors go. If I didn't say it before, my wireless speaker system kind of went out here and I didn't realize it. So that's why I'm doing this one a little different. Remember, be kind, be excellent to one another, and I'll catch you soon. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.